Tourism is the backbone of our country's economy, and keeping up with the top trending tourism trends is exactly what you need to keep up with our country's economy. My name is Jemima Ndebele, and you are watching Tourismus Namibia, where we give you a rundown of the top trending tourism stories, as well as destinations for you to visit in and around Windhoek, and not forgetting getting to the point of interesting tourism-related topics. This week in topics, we will be taking a look and discussing wildlife crime challenges, as well as the decline in forests, not forgetting the announcement of new flight routes to and from Namibia. Without further ado, let's head right into topics. Surging organized wildlife crimes, limits in wildlife protection, prosecution in sentencing, as well as inappropriate sentencing, are just some of the challenges being experienced when it comes to wildlife crime in Namibia. According to the Namibia National Report on Wildlife Protection 2023, organized criminal activity appears to be increasing in various sectors involving Namibia's natural resources. According to the report, rhino poaching and horn trafficking clearly involves intricate criminal networks within Namibia, as well as international trafficking routes and nodes enabled by transnational syndicates. To address these investigations into organized crime exploiting Namibia's natural resources, these are seeking to dismantle the entire criminal network rather than just simply arresting individual suspects. Moving on to news related to the flora, we will now be discussing the decline in forests, as more than 2.5% of Namibia's forest areas have disappeared since independence. This is according to Forestry Minister Pohamba Shifeta, who spoke at the recently held first international conference on afforestation and reforestation that took place in Brazil. The minister emphasized that healthy forests help regulate the climate by influencing rainfall patterns, cooling living areas, and absorbing greenhouse gas emissions such as carbon dioxide, which causes global warming. Moreover, woodlands are essential as they stabilize fragile soils and prevent soil erosion, especially in the flood-prone areas along the river streams in the northern parts of the country. Official estimates from Namibia Directorate of Forestry reported to the FAO revealed that in 2020, the forest area was 6.6 million hectares, down from 8.7 million hectares in 1990. More than 2.5% of the forest area has disappeared since 1990. Forest resources in Namibia are exploited for various uses, including charcoal production and the production of fire blocks, among other uses. That is certainly a point of concern there for our climate in regards to the decline in forest. Next up, we will be discussing new flight routes, as the introduction of new routes by Air Botswana to South Africa is expected to significantly boost the travel industry, particularly for airlines operating in the region, including Namibia. With the new routes connecting Kasane to Cape Town, Maun to Cape Town, Kasane to KMI Kruger, and Kasane to Windhoek, the airline is poised to enhance connectivity and provide more travel options for passengers. The airline will be adding 3 new 50-seater Embraer jets to its fleet. Thus, passengers can anticipate the addition and reinstating of routes to the network. This is aimed at connecting Botswana to more destinations in neighboring countries. Although these flights are expected to be available soon, no flight schedule is available of yet. The SADC Business Council Tourism Alliance has appealed to tourism boards to boost Africa's flight routes. That is certainly interesting and an exciting development in regards to our aviation industry. While after taking a quick break to the marketplace, we will be taking a look at destinations that you can be sure to visit. In the constant hustle and bustle of the city, one often craves for just some sort of solitude. And that is where Airbnbs have been extremely efficient in connecting those that crave for some solitude with those that have homes and are able to provide that sought out solitude. Emmy's Airbnb is one of those that play a fundamental role in providing guests with a home away from home experience. Emelita Mofuka, the vibrant owner of Emmy's City Centre Airbnb, tells us more about the fully furnished cozy apartment situated in the heart of Windhoek. The flat on 77 on Independence provides accommodation with a private pool and city views, and also offers free Wi-Fi, free private parking, and facilities for disabled guests.
My name is Talita Afrikaner, founder and owner of Newborn Beauty. Newborn Beauty was established a year and 6 months ago. We are located in Martin Street, right across from 24/7 security offices in Old Town. I've been in the industry, the beauty industry, for 15 years now. This is my third time having my own space. I used to be in Windhoek for 4 years, running my own business. I moved back to Okahania. So I started Newborn in Okahania here 6 months ago. Newborn Beauty offers beauty treatments for both male and female. We do body massages, facials, waxing, manicures, pedicures, artificial nails. Massages we offer full body massages at a price range of $300. Back massage for $180 for 30 minutes. And then we do sports massages, aromatherapy, deep tissue, prenatal massages, and then infant massages. Massages duration is mostly an hour up to 90 minutes. The waxing, we do underarm waxes for $100. Hollywood, Brazilian for $200 to $300. Full length, half length, chest, beard, brow shaping tint, lash lift, and lash tint as well. Lash tint as well. We do artificial nails, child overlay, and lips. We do manicures, pedicures for both male and female. Then the pedicures, we do paraffin wax, which is a soothing, which gives a soothing effect after the massage and increase blood circulation. And then we offer body treatments as well, like body scrubs, mud wraps, and then all type of treatments. What I enjoy most about my workspace is my clients, the communication I brought to them, the services we offer. What I would say is, with the services that I offer, what I enjoy the most of what I offer is the massages and the waxing. The rest I enjoy as well, but mostly my waxes and my massages. That's the most demanding. That's the most demand in Okahania right now. If you are passionate about what you do, and if you believe in yourself, it shouldn't be a problem. It is challenging and a bit competitive, but if you do it out of within yourself, then I don't think it's a problem. Beauty, skill. So once you know what you do, it's forever. you will go with it forever. So it is a bit challenging in the beginning, but then with patience, with hard work, with proper marketing, and reach goal. The massages are usually from 3 months. The infant massages are from 3 months to 3 years, and then the body massages start from 12. And then the prenatals are the first term in the pregnancy. The first term in your pregnancy, then you don't massage because it increases blood circulation, and then blood flow to the baby's heart too fast. So then you start from the second term, and then the beginning of the last term.
Certainly is worth a visit if you are looking to have a serene retreat at a home, away from home. Next up, we will be moving a little bit further from the city center as we visit the HH820 accommodation situated on 820 Hidipo Hamutenya Avenue in Grootfontein. Artist and chef Hermann Binek is the perfect host who will serve you with heartwarming meals. Let's hear more from Mr. Binek.
Imagine you're planning your travels through Namibia, and this time you're looking for something totally different, something more, homely, something more imaginative, something away from the lodge, the hotel, the safari camp, anything. Join me at our old family residence, where I'm not only your host, not only the one welcoming you, but also the one that will cook for you and will tell you about the family history and the history of our forefathers, our people who came to this country over 100 years ago. And so you can also bring your paints along, and we can have a session in the garden doing some painting. You can also help me in the kitchen to prepare you a wonderful meal, or just relax in our beautiful garden and make sure that you also know that there's another side to the Namibian life also while you're on a holiday.
Tell us more about the garden.
Well, the garden was created by Lizette and Herbert. Lizette is my cousin, and it was basically her brainchild for converting the old family house into a guest house, and I was, very excited about it, and we did it in a way together, but basically all left into my hands to run the whole operations on this side. The garden comes over a long period of time. Garden is a wonderful, beautiful fruit orchard from where we also serve fruit for our breakfast and for our drinks and everything. And flowers for arrangements on the table, or just settings for a wonderful cup of tea or an afternoon high tea.
You have wonderful art in your house.
Yes, wonderful art, because I'm an artist myself and I love collecting art, but also some of my own creations are hanging in the house. Yeah.
And what kind of food do you like to cook? You are quite interesting in the kitchen.
Yeah, food I don't think it should be the run of the mill or from a specific place or a specific country or so. It should be like a piece of art. It should be something from your imagination, not only fantastic in taste, but also fantastic in presentation. Yeah.
Certainly is a cozy and homey establishment that you can be sure to accommodate yourself at in Grootfontein. Next up, we will be getting to the point of a rather interesting project from Alpha Aid. Do stay tuned. In this segment of To The Point, we will be hearing more from the founder of Alpha Aid, Hermann Binek, who will be telling us more about the projects running in Namibia, as well as the newly acquired ambulance in Walvis Bay.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am joined with Hermann Binek from Alpha Aid. Thank you so much for your time.
No, thank you for having me.
Can you quickly tell us a little bit about Alpha Aid, where it all started?
Well, Alpha 8 started about 10 years ago. We and my guys, we have been working for other big non-profits. I, for example, worked for the International Red Cross with other people, and we started Alpha 8 because we wanted to make a difference where people are on the ground and actually help those people with that needs they actually need to have. That's why we did our own thing, because otherwise bigger corporations or bigger organizations cannot fulfill the real needs.
You have a lot of projects in Namibia, but also across the globe. Why was Namibia of such importance to you?
Well, two reasons. One, because I'm also a German speaker. Second, I fell in love with Namibia when I came there first. And I've been all over Africa, but Namibia really struck me. That is like, you can say love at first sight. And the people in Namibia are just so nice. You know, people, I've been to situations and countries where I want to help, but my help is not appreciated. In Namibia, it's a complete opposite. People are really open and they want to work with you, and this is very nice.
You are currently busy with an ambulance service. Can you tell us about this project?
Yes, like after assessing the situation, we started project with an ambulance car. You said we have more projects in Namibia. It's basically all one big initiative, right?
Okay.
But one of it is, for example, the EMS service in Namibia needs to be better. So people who are hurt need to get to a hospital fast or need to get very good service. And that's why we bought from the Red Cross in Europe a state-of-the-art ambulance with all new equipment and everything. And we just shipped it down here to Namibia, and it just arrived in Walvis Bay. Now it's just about the customs to get through all that, and then we will send that out. We have a medic which we are currently training. We started training end of last year with him, and so then he becomes a certified EMT, and he can drive that ambulance and help people in that area. And our bigger perspective is that we have those ambulance cars stationed basically all over the country. So it is the first start, and we want to have many more by the end of the year.
And you mentioned that you have trained someone in as an EMT, but you have also trained more than this one person in Namibia. Why is that so important?
I think you need to have the so-called entire rescue chain need to be upgraded, right? That is from the first guy who arrives at a traffic accident to the person in the hospital. We need to basically update and train everybody so the survivability of those people is getting higher and better. So we just need to have better service, and that's not telling people what to do differently, because I'm a paramedic myself. I see those guys in the country as my colleagues, and I'm just showing them tricks which they can do so we can help better. And that's what it is.
How many EMTs have you trained in Namibia so far?
In Namibia, we have not finished training, right?
Okay.
But we have about We have about 10 to start with now, and well, I hope the first guy is finishing his course very soon.
Great. Okay, that's something to look forward to.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, you mentioned that all the products in Namibia is interlinked with one another, and I think what caught my eye of Alpha 8 is the farm concept that you have going. Can you quickly tell us about that?
So we are working on our Alpha 8 farm, so to speak, which should be a 360 approach. Like the thing which makes it different to other non-profits where we before worked is we want to make a difference. We want to make a sustainable difference. So we also want to be multiplier. I don't give you something you need in that moment, and then the day after you ask me again, and we are back at square one, right? I want you to progress with me. So I want to make something so you can actually help yourself. Because I think if somebody is in any kind of need or support, people by the end of the day want to help themselves, so they want to be so self-reliable and so independent so they can actually help themselves. Nobody wants to ask somebody for help all the time, right? And what we want to do with the Alpha 8 farm is that we want to give that opportunity where people can learn. They get help, they can learn, they can be part of a team. That it starts with they can go on a farm. We will have an urgent care center there for first emergency medical aid, right? We going to have mental aid there as well. We will help farmers how to farm. We would have farming parts. We also have help the wildlife and help that the poaching goes down. So we're going to have like basically an approach on all sides to everybody. So it can actually be sustainable, and people can come here, learn something, and then tell their friends on how to do it better. So we have that multiplier effect, and I think that's very important for us, not just helping one person, but making a change that more people then move on and on and on.
And it's also important for the people who get the skills training now to be able and to be in a position where they can employ or also give those skills training to other people.
Yes, exactly. That multiplier effect is very important for us, so we actually can make a difference. I'm not just giving somebody 20 sacks of rice and in 10 days he's back at square one. But if I telling him how he can survive with him and his family, and then he starts surviving on his own, he can tell his friends and his family. So we have a multiplier, and then it grows by itself. Everybody wants to be self-reliable, and that's what we have to promote. Because big companies and big organizations, they basically condition people to be always that victim, and that's wrong, I think.
I think that is one of Namibia's biggest challenges, is just changing the narrative to, you know what, someone is giving me that skill. I can be self-sustainable if I learn and I take that knowledge, where I don't only stand with my hand asking and asking. And I think that narrative is going to take a while for Namibians to get. But kudos to you and your team for wanting to make that difference.
I already saw in Namibia that with our approach, people need to have that moment where they understand what it is, and then they actually want to learn. I think it can go pretty quickly, because by the end of the day, if I learn for myself, I don't need anybody else. And that's what everybody wants. Here, they want to be self-sufficient. You want to be on your own, and you want to be independent, right? But I'm not letting you all alone. We want to be here as a part of a team where if they have any kind of problems and issues, they always can come back and help. So they can actually start growing their own life.
Hermann, thank you so much for your time, even if it is early in the morning and not late at night, for taking the time to talk to us about Alpha 8 and telling us more about the work you do in Namibia.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And greetings to Windhoek.
And with that, we have come to the end of yet another informative and exciting edition of your favorite tourism broadcast. That is, of course, Tourismus Namibia. Be sure to join me, Jemima Ndebele, again next week, same time, same place, where we get to the point of your top trending tourism stories, as well as take you around our beautiful country, giving you destinations that you can be sure to visit, not forgetting getting to the point of very interesting tourism-related topics. But until then, stay adventurous.